Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? My name is Dan and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking all about Chivas versus Querétaro at home at the Akron, and yeah, bittersweet. I'll say not even bittersweet. I think it's a bit of a bitter blow to Chivas that we drew 1-1 at home against Querétaro. Where do I begin? Obviously, Garcia was serving his suspension. I think he kicked James Rodriguez of all people when we played Leon a few days ago. So he's banned for 3 games. Some people were talking about 15 games. Obviously, there was 15 games left of the season when he after the Leon game, and people saying, "Oh, he's going to get banned for the rest of the season." I was like, "That's ludicrous. That's absolutely disgusting." And obviously, it proved to be right. He only got a 3 game ban, which is still not helpful, especially when you're 4 games into, or 5 games or whatever into your Liga MX debut season. And like I said in the last video, Garcia hasn't covered himself in any kind of glory whatsoever. He's made himself look stupid several times. And he's a good coach. There's a reason why we got him. There's a reason why we rated him. There's a reason why the club went and got him. And things just haven't gone right with him so far. His decisions, I think he's still not 100% used to the players that he has. And yeah, kicking out a player. He obviously came out and apologised, shouldn't have done it. He's going to serve his 3 games. He's done his first game now, so he's got 2 games left. It's still not helpful. You're kind of thinking, okay, well, if he's not going to be on the touchline, how different it's going to be. I think, for me, it began with the starting lineup. The starting lineup, for me, actually was pretty good. 2 reasons that it wasn't. One, Chicharito starting. For me, like I said all the time, I love Chicharito. He's a legend of Mexican football. For me, the third best player in Mexico's history. Should never be starting for Chivas right now. Shouldn't be starting for Chivas. He should be coming off the bench when we're already winning to see out games, and if he gets a goal, great. If he doesn't, well, whatever. Should never be starting. It proved to be the case. Very ineffectual in terms of building up play. Being in, he's old now. He's old. And, he's tired. He's not the player he was 5 or 6, even 10 years ago. But Yael Padilla stepped up. Absolutely amazing goal from him. And 18 years old. 19 years old, sorry, but still super young, getting his start, probably establishing himself now as a first team player for Chivas. Cal's kind of been a bit iffy. I don't think Garcia likes him all that much. Piojo's kind of been meh. Piojo's had a bad start to the season. He seems to do that quite regularly. The first 4 or so games he's quite trash, and then suddenly he starts scoring goals. And by the end of the tournament, the regular season, he's our best scorer. So he's a bit of a late bloomer. Hopefully he starts scoring soon because we need him to. I think Padilla's our best player right now, and Cabreros. I mean, what a kid. I mean, he was running riots around Querétaro. They couldn't handle him at all. And he's he's helped concede a couple of penalties for us. And yeah, he's a brilliant player. I mean, 18 years old, obviously. Padilla as well, 19. Castillo as well, I think Castillo's 23 or whatever. Tyler Rangel, super young. Mateo Chavez is super young. We've got a really good young core of players coming through now, and it's epic to see. Teo Wilker as well, getting kind of minutes. He needs to get more minutes, in my opinion. Hormiga as well, he's back in the team now. We've got a relatively decent injury. He's been out for a while, but he's back now. For me, he should have started this game. I think Hormiga should have started this game, and I think Teo Wilker should have come off the bench. Yeah, but they're both young players, 2021 or whatever. We've got a really good young core of players coming through, and I think that's the main positive I'm going to take from this. We should never be drawing to Querétaro at home. We should be winning that. We should have won that game. We dominated this game. Like 7 or 8 shots on target. They had 2, if I'm not mistaken. Dominated them. We should have won by 3 or 4 goals, in my opinion. We just can't finish right now. Padilla's finish was absolutely sublime. It was amazing. But yeah, just sloppy in front of goal. The goalkeeper did well as well. You have to give credit to him in the defence as well. But we should have won that game quite comfortably, and we didn't. We needed the 3 points. We're slipping down now. Leguia's slipping out of our hands. We need to start bouncing back. We got way too many draws at the moment. But like I said, there is a positive, and I think it's a positive that I think a lot of Chivas fans are overlooking. There's a lot of backlash on Garcia right now. They don't rate him at all. Don't think he's had enough time yet, and things have gone not his way. And I don't know. I never really like to just blame the manager. I think it's a cop out. It's an easy thing to do. Um, he hasn't done well. Like, I'll concede that, but I don't think it's all his fault. Yeah, whether he should be starting K-Cal more regularly, I'm not sure. But the fact that he started Chicharito is a fail, in my opinion. Obviously, Gavea as well, he started instead of Romo. Why'd you get Luis Romo if you're not going to start him? Unless he was injured or he felt a niggle. It came off the bench, if I'm not mistaken. Um, so I don't think he was injured or hurt or anything. So it's like, well, why did you get him if you're not going to start? Romo should be the first player on the team sheet, purely for the fact that he's a new signing and he's a player. He's a national team player. He's got quite a high stature. Um, yeah, very strange decision to throw. I mean, maybe we were rotating because it's only Queretaro. If that's the case, then it backfired spectacularly. Yeah, very strange. Those two selections for the first team, for the first 11 were just strange. Substitutions were fairly alright as well, I guess. But yeah, for me, next game, Padilla, Cabreros, Piojo, and Hormiga. Hormiga should be starting striker. He's fit now. He's on the bench. He should be fit enough to play. He should be fit enough to start. Yeah, and obviously Castillo getting sent off as well. The referee was extremely card happy. I think he booked most of the Chivas players and a few Querétaro players as well. Just throwing his yellow card out everywhere. I think Rangel got, but I think he booked like 3 players in one go. Very odd, very strange. VAR just doesn't like Chivas right now. The referees seem to just have a real problem with Chivas right now. We're not getting anything at all. It is what it is, though. We have to look to ourselves. We have to improve. But there is a silver lining, and that is the young players that we're bringing in. That's the downside of doing that. Is obviously, I mean, to be fair, I don't think we're losing or drawing points or dropping points or whatever because of young players. I think it's our veteran players actually that's letting us down. But yeah, if you're gonna bring in 6 or 7 young players, 20-year-olds into the first team, you're gonna drop points. But like I said, it's not their fault. I think it's Piera's being trash right now. K-Cal's not doing nearly enough. Chicharito is just non-existent. I mean, he's just an empty shirt at this point. You might as well just take a man off and not put anyone else on. So, yes, so veteran players. Guti, I don't think, is having a really good season right now. Gouveia hasn't stamped himself onto the first team at all, in my opinion. Romo's been alright. Beltran's kind of been a bit pie. Looked like he might be leaving, but obviously he's not. Tigos apparently were interested in him. All of the players really. Tapias did well at the beginning of the season. It's kind of slid down a little bit. He had a right game, in my opinion, this game, but yeah, average. It's average. I think Teo Wilker, Cambreros, Padilla, I think Mateo Chavez as well, Castillo, even though he got sent off, he got an assist for the Padilla goal. All our young players are stepping up, to be honest with you, and I think Taliban House are lucky to not get a clean sheet in this game. So, very strange. Like, I was expecting to drop points, but only because of our young players that we're bringing in. In fact, it's our veteran players that are letting us down right now. Our young players are doing the best for the team right now. They're the best players right now. Padilla's, I think, our best performing player so far this season. And maybe some people say Cambreros, and that's a fair shout too. Cambreros is such a good player. I mean, he's an outstanding player. He's going to the top. I just hope that it's going to be with Chivas. All we need to do, really, right out this season, get them as much minutes. Apparently, we've already reached our target minutes. There's a rule that Mexican players have to play below a certain age for a certain amount of time so that young players can get development into the first team. We've already reached the quota, apparently. We're like, 5 or 6 games in. Because we're playing 19, 18, 20-year-olds, 22-year-olds pretty much every game. I mean, our left back, Mateo Chavez is 22, I think. Castillo, our right back at the moment, is 23, I think. Tano Hales, I think, 24. But, yeah, we're playing a bunch of kids right now, and they're our best performing players. So I think there is hope. I think there is hope. I think Garcia is learning from his mistakes. and I think he will improve. If we don't reach Ligia this season, I'm not going to be devastated about it because we're bringing Teo and Wilker into the team. We're bringing Hormiga back after his injury. We're bringing the Cambreros in, and Castillo and Chavez and Ochoa as well, and a couple of other players, Flores as well before he got injured. So we're doing really well in that regard, and eventually, if we can keep that core and keep them in the club for a couple of years, 3 years, they're going to only improve the first team, and we will eventually win something with them. So this season's a little bit of a write-off for me at the moment. Having said that, I would love us to reach the Gia. I think they deserve it. We deserve it as fans. People saying, "Oh, Chivas are not a big club anymore." Well, okay, fair enough. That's a fair point. We haven't won for a while, but we are creating a whole bunch of Mexico's future players right now. Hormiga looks like it's going to be a future L3 player. Same with Teo and Wilker. Maybe it's very early for them, but they look brilliant players, and they're ours, and we've made them in our Cantarano. They're our Cantarandos, and there are youth teams, and they come through the youth setup, and they achieve us through and through, and Mateo Chavez looks like he's got a big future. Castillo as well. Talavera Hell is already playing for Mexico. You can call us not a big club if you like, but L3 is, in the next few years, is going to start featuring a hell of a lot of Chivas players. And I think eventually we'll start benefiting from that and we'll start winning games. We'll start winning trophies. Anyway guys, I've rambled on too much. Let me know what you thought about the game. Let me know what you think about the youth players that we've got coming up. I'm really buzzing about it. I'm so excited for that I'm willing to kind of get over the bitter disappointment. It's embarrassing to lose against Querétaro. Well, not even lose, it felt like a loss. But it's embarrassing to draw at home to Querétaro. Even away, really. It's the team that we should be beating. Just embarrassing. But it's a learning curve, and hopefully the players and Garcia learns, and by the time Garcia gets back on the touchline, he would have learned some lessons, including not starting Chicharito anymore and starting Romo, please. Anyway guys, let me know in the comments about all the issues I've talked about, and then we'll talk about it in the comments. So anyway guys, enjoy the rest of your week. We've got a CONCACAF Champions League game midweek. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a video on that. I might do, I might not. Probably not. I'll probably wait and talk about it after the next Liga Makers games. So guys, take it easy, have a really good week, and I'll see you guys very soon. Adios.